As a reminder, if you have questions for Coach Anderson, please press *1, your telephone's keypad at this time. Coach, you're coming off of a bye week. What did the bye week give for you heading into the game against ULM?
Well, opportunity to get some guys healthy. We played shorthanded against South Alabama last week, and had some guys played that were beat up and some guys that didn't play at all, and looking forward to getting all those guys back on the field on Tuesday for practice. Jamar Clark played through an ankle injury, looked much better last night. Chris Murray's been out as well since the Georgia Southern game and is looking much better. Mark Johnson, Gerard Chandler, and then Colton Jackson starting guard also. So for us, just both health and just kind of refresh mind and body type situation with it being mid-season. So had one of our best practices last night, and I think the week off did everybody some good.
And, Coach, if you could you preview the upcoming game against the Warhawks? Well,
I think they're, Matt and his crew have done a great job. I know the record is not what they want it to be, but you can see improvement on the field. They're playing very hard. I think they've been very close in several games, and you can tell they bought into what they're teaching. They've got, like everybody, I think they're battling through some injuries. And have seen them have to make some adjustments with, especially at quarterback with the injury to their starter. But they just look like a different team on film. They obviously like the environment that they're in, and guys are playing with tremendous effort. So we'll need to do the same and play hard and eliminate some mistakes and find a way to get a win.
And we'll go to our first questions from Matt Robertson with the Jonesboro Sun.
Good morning, Coach. How are you?
Morning, Matt.
Hey, just kind of curious. Are you guys feel like you're starting to kind of incorporate Chad Wojtek back in the offense or more in the offense? Seems like he's gotten more reps or more opportunities in the last couple games.
Well, we've had a kind of a short yardage package and a score zone or goal line type package in for him every week. I think we just had the opportunity to utilize both. He's really good in a 4-minute situation when when you kind of need a guy to lower his shoulder, and that has allowed us to use him. I don't know that it's necessarily more as much as it is just the opportunity to utilize what we've had kind of planned since we made the change. But he's done a good job of it when we put him out there, and it's been a good change of pace for us. So I would expect to continue to see him at least on a limited basis moving forward.
How did Chad handle that situation of being the starter, and now sort of being demoted to the backup?
Best I've ever seen, Matt. To be honest with you, his attitude's been phenomenal. Been a great supporter of Hanson and really positive as a teammate. You couldn't ask for a guy to handle it any better than he did. He obviously wants to be the starter and wanted to be, in that position all year, but I think he felt like that things were moving pretty fast for him and didn't feel like he was playing at his best, which is a lot to ask of him only coming in August. But when the move was made, his comment to me was, Coach, I'll do whatever I have to do to help the team. He sits in the front row every day, and every team meeting looks right at you when you speak, and has been nothing but supportive of the team. And it, to me, has been just kind of the picture of what a very unselfish, very dedicated leader, especially under the circumstances, could be.
He's been in the game a couple times late here, really when you guys need to protect the ball and not make a mistake. Is that kind of a motivating factor in his playing here more lately? Just that he's going to make really good decisions, that sort of thing?
Well, he's just a more physical runner than Justice, and honestly, one of those issues came up with an injury to Justice. He got a thigh bruise or a kind of took a kneecap kind of collision the other night, and so the ability for Chad to stay on the field was really kind of a necessity due to the injury. But that's just when he's at his best, when he he's going to be able to bury his shoulder and run the ball. He protects the ball really well. He's a little bit more physical runner than Justice is, so it just fits the situation. But I think he likes the fact that he knows that we trust him in that scenario, and that he is willing to get the hard yard and bury his shoulder and find a way to move the chain. So he's found a role that fits him, and that helps the football team.
Not trying to create a quarterback controversy for you, but just wondered, do you see his role evolving a little bit more as the season progresses, as you move forward in conference play?
It's hard to say. I mean, I think it's all based off the game and the situation. And at any point, he could have to go back in. I mean, we're one helmet away or shoulder injury or sprained ankle away from him being out there every snap. So I think the more involved that he is, the better he's going to be in that situation if it comes up. But I think week to week is a completely different conversation as to how much he's on the field or what the circumstances are. But we will be involved every week.
Thanks, Coach. I appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you, Matt. I'll pause here for any final questions for Coach Anderson of Arkansas State. If you have a question, please press *1 your telephone's keypad. All right, seeing as there are no further questions, Coach, thank you very much for your time this week.
Thank you.